Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a prejudging of the Atlanta Pro, and the first thing I gotta say is the Atlanta Pro needs to refund everyone who paid for the live stream. What the hell was that? It looked like a bad phone camera was filming a screen. That's what it looked like. The guy in the center right here, James, looked like he was 5'6", and Regan looked like he was a freaking giant. And then also there was this blur, this square in the center. Basically it was appearing every couple of seconds, so you couldn't even see the top guys, the guys in the center of the call out. And in the first call out, where is Joe Palacios? He wasn't even in the frame. He was on the side. You can see his arm all the way there to the left. So we didn't even see Joe Palacios in the first call out. Then they realized what was going on, and then they zoomed out, and then we were looking at the judges' heads, basically. So terrible, man, terrible. I don't know what was going on here. The whole time, basically in the center, there was this blur appearing, and you just couldn't compare these guys. I mean, I assembled some footage. It's not great. I found some videos on IG, so we'll mix it all together and we'll see. We'll get an idea what happened at this show. But again, the Atlanta Pro needs to refund everyone who gave their money for this live stream, $30, or do the live stream for free next year, or apologize publicly how difficult it is to film a freaking show. You need one camera and one guy to pay attention to camera that is actually focusing the athletes. That's it. That's it. It's making the sport look so foolish, so amateurish. The IFBB should punish them for doing this. I mean, this is just so lame. I don't know what to say. Enough about that. Let's focus on the positive. Let's actually try to watch this show if we can. We got some stuff. So first, actually, let's take a look at the posing routines, because at that time, the camera was actually properly focused, only for the posing routines. So I'm guessing somebody set up the camera only for stuff like that, not for the wide frame. I don't know. I'm not a camera guy, but yeah. So the first guy we got is Charles Griffin. And I don't care if Charles is going to yell at me as well, but this physique is so mid to me. I don't think he deserved to place any higher at Tampa. And at this show, he won't even be top 4, even though he was hyping himself up and saying that he was going to win this show. The back is basically atrophied. I mean, he has a phenomenal back. His back was really crazy back when he was younger. Now, after his comeback, his back obviously looks atrophied. Also, the back tear is really hurting his aesthetics. The waist is wide. He pulls a vacuum, but the waist is wide. The shape of his quads, not that great. He does come in condition. His glutes are never really in, but he's overall conditioned and hard, so he plays pretty high. But to win this show, absolutely not. Regan Grimes, maybe it's a little bit flatter version of Regan, but I think this is the most conditioned Regan we have ever seen. I don't think he was ever more conditioned than this. He doesn't have a tan on, basically, because he's allergic to regular pro tan, so he's finding his alternatives, but it's not really working. He looks like he doesn't even have a tan on, so that's really hurting him. But as far as the look, I don't think his glutes were ever this shredded, right? Like, he's really peeled from behind, especially to the glutes, to the hamstrings, the lower back. He was crispy at this show, and he has wide structure, big structure. He's a big man, but I think he was quite a bit, I don't know if flat is the right word. I don't think he's just depleted. I think he may have lost some of that volume, the muscle during the prep. I mean, I don't know what happened, but to me, he looks a little bit flatter and downsized, but still very, very good. I'm not saying he looks bad, and I think he actually has a legit chance of winning this show. He might actually win. Do I actually think he's going to win? No, but what do I know? It's impossible to judge based on the live stream, based on these comparisons. We'll see in a second. Who do I have actually winning is James Hollingshead. Based on what I saw, I think James brought it. I think this could be James's maybe even his best, right? Like, he is shredded, he is peeled, and he has that dense, that thick muscle. I think this light is also washing out everybody. I think he's a little bit harder and tighter and leaner as well than it appears in this video. But it's a high-quality video. The lighting is an issue here as well. So, yeah, I think he's spot on. I think he's shredded. I think he's big. I think he's the best peaked guy for this show. And with his structure, I think he actually has done enough to win this show. I think he already beat Regan a couple of years ago when he was, I think, at the British Grand Prix, I'm pretty sure, when he was working with Patrick Tour, when he was winning shows back then. And James is winning shows again today, and Regan is here contesting him, but I think Regan is losing. We'll see after in the comparisons, but I think James has done enough. Yeah, Regan has some strong points on him. You'll see that in a second, but I think James has won this show. Now, the surprise of this show is Patrick Moore, and I'm definitely criticizing this guy a lot, but I'm doing that mainly because he's really lifting himself up in his Instagram posts, saying that he is the future, that he is coming, that he's gonna do this and do that. But maybe I should actually give him more praise, because this guy does like 10 shows a year. He's really competing a lot, and whatever he's saying in those captions, I don't think he really means that he's like God's gift to the sport. You know, I'm pretty sure he doesn't believe that. I think he's just enjoying competing, and he's doing it consistently, even though he's placing like around 6th spot. But at this show, this is one of the shows that he actually brought the conditioning. He brought it already this year once at the Arnold UK, yeah. He was competing since the start of this year, and he never stopped. I don't know, this is like his 10th show of the year. And this is the second time he's actually in condition. So because of that condition, I think he's placing in the top 4, maybe even 3rd, to be honest. I can even see him potentially beating the next guy who we have right here, and that's Joe Pilacius. So Joe Pilacius, even though he did bring really good size again and improved posing, I would say his conditioning, I don't think it changed. Even if it has changed, then I just can't see it on this live stream under these lights. And based on all the photos and videos that he was posting, I don't think his conditioning is that much different. But, you know, I was worried that he might come in too flat, chasing the condition. Did he do that? No, he's still super full, just not really detailed enough, not really conditioned enough. And there could be a possibility that he just ruined his physique from last year. At his peak was Texas Pro, and he got too big now, and he will never have the same quality ever again. And it would suck to be the case, but at some point, more size is not good. And he definitely added a bunch of size. It may have hurt his symmetry, his proportions. And this is not exactly great conditioning. Again, the size is there, the freak factor is there, but with his conditioning, he's not winning this show or even placing in the top 2. Best case scenario, 3rd place, but we'll see about that. Now, let's take a look at the call-out. This is the first call-out right here. Patrick and Joe on the sides, and in the center, James Hollingshead and Regan Grimes. Now, again, guys, like I said, it's impossible to really accurately judge this show based on this nonsense of a live stream. I mean, this is just embarrassing, but here you go. It seems like Regan and James are so much smaller than Patrick, which is not the case. So, I don't know. It's impossible to judge it based on this. Should we even do it? I mean, no, I can't do it. You can't say anything. This just looks so bad. Yeah, I mean, let's move on from this. It's just impossible. I mean, let's look at it briefly and just so you guys get an idea of what it looked like. I mean, yeah, from right here, you can see that James was harder than Regan in the glutes and the hamstrings. Not just conditioned, but really hard and full and dense. Regan has better back and better back width, but he doesn't have those details, that grainy, hard look to any muscle, really. And also the tan hurts him a lot. Again, Joe, with his condition being off, doesn't look that great, and Patrick is way smaller than Joe. I mean, at least in this live stream, he looks like a classy guy. That's why I have difficult time believing that he's going to place higher than Joe, but based on his look, his condition, his details, his small waist, his shape, proportions, balance, I can see him potentially beating Joe here. So he's on the left side as well. That usually means the winner. The winner is usually on the left. As far as the top call out, the first 2 guys, the placement here, I don't think it means much, but hey, James is on the left here, so it's not because of that. It's just because of the overall look. I think James absolutely brought it really well, and I think that's why he's winning this show. Now, we got some other footage, some other photos. So, for example, this photo here, Thank God somebody took a photo from the audience. You can get an idea of what these guys actually brought. I mean, how they actually looked one next to another without a screen getting warped. So yeah, here you can see James's legs are definitely fuller and harder, and his tan overall is harder. You can see that he's fuller and just better to the chest, to the arms, like biceps, the triceps. The only thing that Regan has is a smaller waist, better taper, but it's not enough. It's just definitely not enough. There is this video that Beyond the Stage TV film from the audience. Here you can see yeah, in my opinion, James is winning this one. Again, it's very, very difficult to judge this show based on what we got, but to me, it seems like James is the winner. Again, the best peak here, the biggest, the most dense, the most conditioned guy, the overall best combination. You know, he has flaws, but the other guys have bigger flaws. So right here in the front double, for example, it's pretty clear to me that James is winning. Again, better conditioning, better fullness, better hardness, just overall better peak. But yeah, Regan is taking that second spot. In my opinion, that's how it's going to be. Even though we don't have great quality footage, I think it's pretty clear that that's the outcome, in my opinion. I'm really curious what you guys think based on all you have seen. It's not much, I know, but maybe you were there, maybe you were in the audience, maybe you've seen some other photos, some other footage out there online, and you have an idea. Who do you want to see win, and who do you think is winning? Again, my guess right here would be James first, Regan second, and I'll say Patrick third, and Joe fourth. Charles Griffin is not even the first call out. So again, guys, tell me what do you think down below. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you soon, guys. All the best, and bye-bye.